Now that we've mastered multi-digit up to 4 digits by 1 digit, we're going to move to 2 by 2, 2-digit multiplication by 2-digit multiplication. Again, not very hard. If you prefer to use box method, that's perfectly acceptable, but I do want you to try and use a standard algorithm and be able to understand the methodology behind it. For this, we're going to be using a friend of mine. His name is Magic Zero. He's a good friend of mine. Watch what I do and see if you can spot the magic zero in the problem. Okay, so looking at this problem that I have on the board here, it is 72 times 16. Again, I'm all about the dancing. So each of my bottom numbers are going to be dancing with the top numbers. I always tell my friends that the numbers on the bottom here, my 1 and my 6, those 2 digits, are like brother and sister. It'd be really weird if they dance together. They don't dance together. The 6 is going to dance with that 2, and also going to be dancing with my 7 in my tens place. My 1 is going to be dancing with my 2, and my 1 is going to be dancing with my 7. But as I just said, my 1 and my 6, not going to be dancing together. They're like brother and sister. They don't get along. They don't want to dance. That's just weird. Okay? So we're going to start with my 6th friend. He's going to jump up and start dancing and grooving with my 2. 6 times 2 gives me 12. I carry my 1 and drop my 2 in my 1's place. Got me so far? 6 is going to come across to my 7 and multiply together. 7 times 6 giving me 42. And not forgetting that I carried this little 1 guy up here from the previous multiplication. I'm going to add that in, giving me a product of 43. I'm going to put both of those numbers down because for that line we're done. My 6 is done dancing. He's tired. He just wants to take a rest. So we're going to let him rest for a little while, and a friend of mine is going to come out. His name, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? His name is the Magic Zero. Now I say he's magic because he's holding this place value and making sure nobody is in his spot. The way I make him magic and not just a regular zero is I give him a belly button, because not all zeros have belly buttons, but magic zeros do have belly buttons. So please make sure to discern your zero from other zeros. Put a belly button in it. Maybe put 2 belly buttons or 2 eyeballs and a smiley face. Whatever you want to do to discern that is something different and not an ordinary average Joe zero. Now that 6 is done being multiplied, if you would like, you can put a line through so you don't double dance with him. And it's the 1's turn. The 1's going to swing back here. I'm going to dance with my 2. 1 times 2 gives me, you got it, 2. And then 1's going to come up and he's going to dance with my 7 again in my tens place, which is actually going to give me a product of 7. Once my 1 has danced with everybody and my 6 has danced with everybody and my magic zero is in place, we're going to add all of these products up to get a final product. So 2 and 0 gives me 2, 3 and 2 gives me 5, 4 and 7 gives me, you got it, 11, giving me a final product of 1,152. Again, you can double check yourself with box method if you were unsure. I would like to see you guys using standard algorithm, such as this with your magic zero. This is called standard algorithm. Box method is definitely a great strategy, great tool, but it's good to have more than one tool in your tool belt. So please remember that when you are doing math. There's not one way to do it. We have multiple ways, and you have to find what's best for you, but you always got to know what's out there before you decide.